Hey everyone, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood from Three Little Greenwoods Creations. It's Christmas in July, and today we are going to be making a Christmas arrangement, a farmhouse inspired Christmas arrangement. So come on in. If you are watching right now, please type in live so I'll know that you are watching live, and if you are watching on the replay, just type in replay. I am Ashley Greenwood from Three Little Greenwoods Creations. I'm a former kindergarten teacher, turned wreath maker, turned small business owner, and now I am sharing my love of wreath making with all of you. So welcome and come on in. I am live on TikTok, Good Morning TikTok, and Facebook at the same time this morning. I'm getting fancy with my technology and I'm crossing my fingers. Everything goes as plans. So let's talk about it. Good morning, Katniss. Guys, as you come in, just let me know where you're watching from. I went to my wreath workshop. I've been cleaning. Oh my gosh. Give me a heart if you too struggle with organizing all of your craft supplies, because it is a thing in my world. Holy moly. But I've gone through and I've organized some of my things, and I have set aside pieces and parts, and that is what I have pulled together to make this Christmas arrangement. Good morning, Elizabeth on Facebook. I'm so glad you're here. So let's start with our container. This is a container that I have filled with foam. I'm going to talk about it more, so stay tuned. This container came from Hobby Lobby. It's got a little bit of a dent in it, but I'm going to work around that because we use what we have, right? So here's our container that we're going to use for our Christmas farmhouse arrangement. I went through my stuff. I grabbed these ornament balls from Hobby Lobby. I really like to use them. I don't know if I am or not, but I brought them over anyway. So very Christmassy, very country, very jute, and I love the pop of white that this is going to add to our arrangement. I grabbed these glittery, kind of magenta colored peonies. They're really pretty. They have a little bit of glitter on here. I think I added the glitter last year. They say that the tag says they're fall, but I glittered them up. So we're going to use them for Christmas. So this will be our focal flower. I also grabbed these cotton bowl and berry sprays. I got these from Carolina Pottery last year at Christmas when they were on sale for cheap. I don't really know how to use them. I've never used them before, so maybe today is the day. Got a little bit of pine spray from Hobby Lobby. I love this. This is one of my most favorite things to get from Hobby Lobby during the Christmas season. It's just like a frosted branch with a whole bunch of berries on them. Last year it was $9.99. Hopefully it'll still be the same price this year. This is going to add lots of whimsy and movement to the arrangement. And then I just have a whole bucket of stuff, just random pieces and parts of all kind of different things that we're going to use to fill in our arrangement. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the container that we are going to use. This is a metal container. Now, I have an Etsy shop and I love to make arrangements, but I am not about shipping things that will break. So I never ever use ceramic containers that I know I'm going to ship. That is just a bad idea. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Cammie. Cammie just paid an organizer to set up and organize all of your crafts in your sewing room. Oh my goodness. I know that was money well spent. So what I did is last year, I put spray foam in here. You can see it's gotten darker over the year. It's still really good, but I didn't go as far up in the container as I should have. There's a lot of space. So I just cut some foam leftovers and I'm going to kind of fill it in, not all the way. It's a little janky, but it's not going to matter, okay? Just filling this in, and the first thing we're going to do is cover it with moss. So I buy a large packet of moss from my wholesale company, Sims Pottery. I love Sims Pottery. Yes, you have to have a business license because they're a wholesaler. But if you're selling, you should have one, so get yourself one. I'm going to take my big old block of moss and just lightly cover this foam up. Not really worried about it being perfect. It's going to get covered up with lots of florals and greenery, so it'll be okay. This is the step that I sometimes think I can skip because moss aggravates me. It's so very messy. It kind of drives me crazy. But don't skip on the moss, all right? Just don't do it. Let's add just a little bit more over there. And a tiny bit on this side. If I have to go back in and add more moss to cover it, it's going to be okay. Remember, we're having fun. We're creating something for our home or to sell in our business, so I'm not worried about it. It's going to be all right. Let's put my big old bucket of moss away. I've got my hot glue skillet ready to go. Now, a hot glue skillet is exactly what it says. It is a small skillet filled with melted glue sticks. You might think that's crazy sounding, but it is so much easier than using a hot glue gun because both of your hands are free. Good morning, Terry. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so here we go. Let's move the cameras just a little bit so you guys can see what I am doing. Let me move my Facebook people. Why don't I glue it? Carrie, that is a great question. Carrie is asking, why don't I glue the moss down? Because it will create puddles of glue that you can't get your stems through. Okay, so do not hot glue. Now, sometimes, most of the time, I will use U-pins and push them down in there just to secure it a little bit better. But right now, I'm just they're way over there, and I'm not gonna stop my lesson by doing that, okay? So, just leave it alone. Hello, Aspen Soap and Candle. Thank you for saying I look amazing today. Brandy, I'm glad you are watching on TikTok. All right, first, let's put in, some pine pieces. I'm gonna move all my other supplies over here for right now. I know that I'm going to be using my Steel Picks machine. A Steel Picks machine is an investment. It's this guy right here. It is super heavy. It cost a lot of money. I had to save up to get it, but I love it. I'll show you why in just a second. Let's take this and cut it apart. This is from Hobby Lobby. It is just a big old pine spray. I want the pine pieces, but not quite the length, okay? Good morning, Missy. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop. Let's cut these off. I'm going to cut them as long as I can. This pine spray came from Hobby Lobby. And I bought it last year. It was $6.99. Lord, I'm pulling my moss off. Let's hope it's still $6.99 this year. Brandy says you found one on Marketplace. 40 years old, but it still works perfectly. I'm assuming that you're talking about a Steel Picks machine. That is amazing. There we go. That is a very ratty looking pine cone. I do not want that. I'm not a super big fan of pine cones anyway, guys. not really my thing. Okay. So let's start by adding some of our pine. I like to do the height first. So let's do that. Oh, you paid $80 for your pick machine? That's really a good price. Some of you may be like, what? $80? Yeah, I paid way more than that. So here is what a steel pick looks like. It is an extremely, incredibly sharp metal pick that will slice your finger open, so be aware. I'm going to start by dipping it into my hot glue skillet. A little bit of glue. And push it down. I like to start with 3 tall pieces in the middle of varying heights. Brandy, your Steel Picks machine came with 10,000 picks? Oh my God. Girl, you hit the jackpot. There we go. Spin this around. Guys, this is my little lazy Susan I got off Amazon. I thought that it was much smaller than it was. Brian Lane from Brian Lane Designs, he's a friend of mine. Years ago, probably last year, he told me about getting a lazy Susan. So I just went and bought one and I didn't pay attention. This thing is ginormous. So huge. Let's see. Let's make sure I can see all my comments. There we go. Now, as I use my stems and my hot glue are going to be holding all of this moss in place. Let's do one more over here. All right, so here's what we have so far. Just a little bit of an outline as to what we're going to be using. Next, I'm going to fill in the bottom. Oh, I got one more piece. Let's put it right. I'm going to hold on to it. Before we put in more greenery, I want to make a bow. So let's do that first. I'm going to put this aside. Grab my ribbon. This is a farmhouse inspired design. So this is perfect for farmhouse. It's just a little bit of burlap or canvas in the middle with a sweet little buffalo check. This came from Michael's from their Christmas section last year. Now the bow that I want to make is going to be not very big, not too many loops, but I want to add a little bit of something. So I'm going to grab my Easy Bow Maker and let's do 6-inch loops, 6-inch tails. I'm going to try to keep this small, so let's just do some 4-inch loops. I may go ahead and add this now and then build up the greenery around it. Or I might just wait and do the greenery first. That's the part of the process that you just kind of go with the flow. Of what makes you happy. Let's do 3 loops. No, let's do 4. I'm going to cut my tail. I'll hold this up in just a second and show you what it looks like. So here's what we have so far. Just 2 loops on both sides with some little tails. Super sweet. Do I ever make a bow without the bow maker? Not sure if you want to invest in one yet. Well, here's what you should do. You should search out a wreath maker that makes bows by hand. There are lots of tutorials on YouTube. I have just enough carpal tunnel that it is not comfortable for me to hold all of the ribbons and loops in my hands as I'm working. So I use an easy bow maker. Plus, my grandmother gave me this. And this is what I learned how to make them on. So to answer your question, I don't make them without a bow making tool. I am simply using a zip tie. Pull that around to the back. I'm not using a pipe cleaner or bind wire this time. I know you guys always see me using pipe cleaners and bind wire to make my little bow. Cute, cute little bow. I'm going to cut this zip tie. It's about 2 to 3 inches. And to attach it into my arrangement, I'm going to put a steel pick on the back of it. Here we go. Let's pull this forward, get that in there. Just like that. Have a nice little pick. Good morning from Florida. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I might as well leave this right here. Jenny says, I think that I may have just convinced her to get an easy bow maker. Yeah, seriously, game changer. Ask my other girls that are on here. I think I've convinced them to get easy bow makers as well. All right, so bringing back the Lazy Susan again. Let me get my glue stick out from under here. So at the beginning of the video, I told you that one of the sides of this container is smushed. So that's where we're going to put the bow. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on there. Get it out of the way. I'm going to insert it into the foam really close to the edge because I just want it to hang over. Be very careful when you are inserting steel picks because you will slice your finger and you don't want that. I grabbed my needle nose pliers so I can push that down in there. Getting as far as down as I can. That is adorable. So there's our little bow. Now, listen, when you are making arrangements, you can make the rules. You can do things in the order that I do them, or you can do them in the order that feels right for you. It is no set formula for making arrangements, which is why I really like them. You can just kind of freeform it. So first we put in our really tall pine pieces. First we did the moss, tall pine pieces. And now we have our super cute bow. Next, I'm going to dig through my bucket of randomness. Let's see what else I've got. I have this little piece. It's plastic mistletoe. I have, Carolina pottery. I was going to say I have no idea where it came from. I think I'm going to use this. Let's see what else. Oh, we have a pretty random red peony in here. Save that for later. Another boxwood glitter bush. This came from Walmart. Gonna use that. Some other little random pieces. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Let's start adding these pieces. I'm going to cut the tag off. So this little flocked boxwood or glittery boxwood came from Walmart several years ago. Walmart has really stepped up their game, and I'm here for it. I am going to add the entire thing. Just right down the middle. Let's get some glue on it. I hope I don't need a steel pick to get through all of this. Remember, use your needle nose pliers to help you secure things down into the foam. Oh, I like that. Who else likes to shop at Walmart's Christmas floral section? Because it really makes me happy. Next, let's add this mistletoe. It came from Carolina Pottery, which is a southeastern company. They also have an online store. Put some of this over here. I think I'm going to put a steel pick on it, just to make sure it gets really, really down in there. Missy says she loves shopping at Walmart's Christmas floral section. Me too. I have stuff that I bought last year that I never even used. So I'm definitely going to be adding those to my rotation this year. There we go. Let's get that down in there. Got a tall piece. Gonna add over on this side back here. I don't think I'll need to still pick on it because it's got a really good stem. And then one more. I'm putting this, I only have 3 pieces of this, so I'm putting this in a triangle formation. There we go. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Lots of greenery, creating the shape of our arrangement. Next, let's add our beautiful sparkly, glittery peonies. It says fall. I think, honestly, I'm pretty sure I added the glitter last Christmas to these with just glitter spray. Glitter spray is super fun at Christmas. You can take florals like these that may have been for fall and add some glitter to them. I don't think you can see the glitter, but it's there. Let's do, oh my goodness, that one is super misshapen. Let's try to reshape that. Do you see what I did? It was misshapen, it was flattened on one side. I just reached in the middle and then spun it carefully, and it kind of made it be a more circular shape again. Let's choose 3. Because why not? I want one to be right above my bow. So I'm going to insert it right in here above my bow. Let's get some glue. That one right down there. Oh, that's so pretty. Now I'm going to spin it around. These are 3, so I'm going to put them in a triangular shape. Let's put one on the back right here. I'm going to make sure this one is just a little bit higher than the first one. You want them to be on different levels. Is it possible to rewatch this live later? Yes, thank you for asking. You can do that on my Facebook page, 3 Little Greenwoods. That's why I'm going on That's why I'm going live on TikTok and Facebook at the same time so that you guys can rewatch them. One more. Super pretty. I love it. All right, now let's fill it in. Now I have these. All right, let's talk about these and if I want to use them or not. These are ornaments from the Hobby Lobby. They're flocked balls, flocked ornaments. They're really, really pretty. Let's just test them out and see if we like them. Wreath making, floral arrangements, it's just all about seeing what you like. Okay, so we've got that one right there. It's kind of pretty. Let's see if I can tuck another one. In here. Okay, what do you guys think? Yay on the ornaments. I wish I had 3, but I don't, and I'm not running back next door to get another box. I kind of like them. I see lots of yeses on TikTok. What say you, Facebook? Can you see? Let's use them. Yes, use them. Okay, so now we got to figure out how to attach these into the arrangement. 2 over the bow. Karen, they might look like, I don't think that would look right to put 2 of these together over the bow. Okay, here we go. First off, I don't need the string, so I'm going to cut these off. And I do want the most glittery side up. Michelle and Jenny and Aspen, you guys know what I was talking about, right? Don't put 2 ornaments together in anything. Just trust me, people. Trust me. All right, so let's think about this. How are we going to get these attached? I think that I'm going to use the same trick that I used with the bow, okay? I'm going to get a zip tie on the bottom where there is an opening. I'm going to add a zip tie. It's going to be like a little stake. And then I can attach a steel picks to it. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to try that out. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. It's all right. You just cut it off and you try something different. But I think this is going to work. So here's what I'm doing. This is an open weave ornament. So I've got my zip tie in the open weave, and I'm going to use it to make a stake or stem. And I probably should have gone, shoot, hold on. So right now I've got this zip tie around the little wicker part. I don't think that's very stable, but right next to it, there is a wire piece. So let's try that again. This time when I put my zip tie in, I'm going to make sure that I'm connecting to that wire piece. Why not that end? You mean like, why not this end right here? Because if I did it on this end and I inserted it, you wouldn't be able to see all this really pretty flocking. And that's what I want to see. Donna says she loves my red. I'm wearing Christmas colors for y'all. Sleeveless, because it's like 100 degrees here in South Carolina. But it is Christmas in July. By the way, I'm hosting a Christmas in July workshop. I see lots of my girls on here already that have already joined. You can find the link for the Christmas in July workshop by going to my profile on TikTok. And if you're on Facebook, it's pinned to the top of my Facebook page. And if you leave me a message, I will make sure to give you the link. Okay, so here's where we go. Here's what we do right here. Let's put steel pick on it. Smush that sucker down as much as you can. See? And we just made a little pick. Hey, thanks for sharing the live. I really appreciate that. Okay, where's my other ornament? Got it. Let's just do the same thing. Cut off the twine. So pretty. Very, very farmhousey. This one actually has more goodness all around, unlike the other one. So do you need to purchase the Steel Picks machine? No, you don't. You could attach a wooden floral pick to the bottom of that. It's the same concept. I need to get some wooden floral picks to show you guys how to do that. I don't have one with me right now, but you can do it that way. A Steel Picks machine, this little sucker right here, costs like $200. So it is definitely an investment. All right, here we go. Let's do this again. I'm going to catch the wire and the wicker, or whatever it is that they've used on here. You're going to go to Hobby Lobby to look for the ornaments, Jennifer says. I would love to know what does your Hobby Lobby have out already, guys? Mine has not that much yet. I need them to put out some more stuff. Yes, we are those people that are in Hobby Lobby in July buying Christmas stuff. And I am not ashamed about that. All right. Here we go. You're very welcome for clarifying. Monica says her Hobby Lobby has fall and Christmas-ish. Fall and Christmas stuff, I suppose. Ours has a lot of fall, and they're getting out their Christmas. All right, here's what we're doing. We're going to put one of our ornaments here. And then we're going to put one of our ornaments back here. Okay, close to the bottom with our steel pick. Get some of that hot glue. Ooh, that is so cute. I love it. All right, let's see the other one back here. It's going to cover up some of this foam I've got popping up. Here's our steel pick. Push that down in there. Oh goodness, that's so cute. Let me move this towards the middle. There we go. Someone is saying that they can't do Christmas yet, just not ready to mentally prepare for it. Time is going so fast. I totally get that. But here's the deal. You probably are like me. And every year in November, you get hit with a crafting bug. And you want to make wreaths and garlands and arrangements and bows to decorate your home. But you run out of time because there's cookies to bake and programs to go to for children and grandchildren. There's Christmas presents to buy and wrap. And you just don't ever get to it. So I am just hosting the Christmas in July workshop so that if you're ready, you can get started. What do I keep my skillet temperature at? Today it is on 375. You can find the skillet that I recommend in my Amazon storefront. Your tree is still up. Oh my goodness. You go, girl. Where do you get steel pick machines? You can get them on, well, Hobby Lobby has them. I believe Amazon has them. Or you can find one on Facebook Marketplace. That's so cute. Okay, so next, let's go in and use all of our different random pieces to fill in around the bottom, okay? I got so many random pieces. All kinds of stuff. Like this little piece. Came from one of my favorite garlands. She says, so true, there's always so much to do. Do we need to purchase supplies for the workshop? You don't know. You do not have to. It's going to be hosted in a private Facebook group. You can find the link in my profile on TikTok and pinned to the top on Facebook. And what we'll be doing is we're going to be sharing Christmas wreath tutorials, a lantern swag tutorial, and probably an arrangement tutorial. I will post the supplies that we used after the tutorial is completed. And you can choose to find them now, or you can choose to use what you got, because goodness knows we all got lots of stuff. Or you can just tuck it away until you are ready. All right, let's add some greenery all around. Sad little pine cone. Y'all, pine cones are just sad. Here's some more greenery. I think I can just glue this into place. This doesn't have a stem on it, but I still want to use it. Oh my goodness, Aspen, you just found a steel picks machine for $70 on Facebook Marketplace. Girl, make sure it has the weight on it. There's a weight on the top of them that makes it work. Just make sure it's got that on it, and you should totally get it. It's relaxing to hear my voice as I teach. You guys may not know me, but I am a former kindergarten teacher turned wreath maker, turned small business owner. So this little teacher voice you hear, that's my teacher voice. I'm teaching all those kindergartners throughout the years. This is a really big piece. Hobby Lobby always has this in stock. It is one of my favorite pieces. I'm going to put it right in the middle, in between my 3 peonies. And I'm keeping it really long because it's going to go all the way to the bottom. Katniss says she loves this greenery. Me too. Let's pray it comes back because it's fantastic. Okay, I've got this piece and this piece. What else do I have in here, y'all? I'm digging through my stash. Got this piece with the berries on it. That would be pretty. Now I'm looking for holes. Okay. Right here is quite a large hole. So I give it a little bend. And I'm going all the way throughout that foam. There's another hole back here. I'm going to use the other piece on the back. I like to pull my things apart super carefully. Because we don't want it falling apart. There we go. Oh my goodness, I have one of these left too, guys. We'll put that right there. Let's get a still pick on it, because do you see how little this stem is? There's nothing to stick into the foam. So let's get that one. Ooh, you just found you guys are just like racking up on steel picks machines on the Facebook Marketplace. You just found another one. If you are serious about wreath making, that is a great tool to have. If you're just kind of playing around because it's fun, you don't have to buy that. Good morning, Christine. How you doing today? All right. So I keep spinning it and forgetting that I have a lazy Susan. That is really pretty, y'all. What if we added one more of these? Right there. Ooh, I think that would make me happy. Let's do it. One more peony. Stick it down in here. Cross my fingers that there's room for it to go in. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Let me kind of angle it up. The best thing about artificial flowers is the stems all have wires in them, and you can kind of manipulate them to where you want them to go. Good morning, my friend Tammy. We're making something pretty, girl. All right. I got one left. Let's add it back here. You see, as I turn, I encourage you to always step back and look at whatever you're designing. As I turn this and I look in the camera, I see pretty, 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 and then a whole bunch of greenery. Hello, Lynn from Wisconsin. Welcome. We got one more. So let's just use it. Do you see how it's kind of flat? Let's try to fix it. I just spun the inside. Is Rhine a good brand for steel picks? I'm looking at mine, and mine is just a steel pix, P-I-X. So I don't know. I think I'm going to take the leaves off. Let's move some of this over. I'm going to put it right there in that hole. Hey, Cammie, I would love to tell you the dates again for my Christmas in July class. It starts on Thursday, July 27th. It's a 2-day event in a private Facebook group. Got lots of people already in there. We were chit-chatting this morning. It's only $15. It's only $15. Seriously, you guys should come and join us and come hang out with us. All of the tutorials will be recorded and saved so that you can go back and watch them as many times as you want. You do not have to purchase supplies. You can use the recipes that I'm going to share. Use your own supplies and make your own creations. Can you watch the replay of the Christmas in July tutorials? Absolutely. Many times as you want. All right, guys. Let's spin it, spin it. Oh, that is so pretty. Love it. Okay, I got a little bit more. Let's just add it. So let's talk about this. My favorite little stem from Hobby Lobby. I wish I had more, but I don't. Do you see how white and bright it pops against the dark green and the red? That's what these bushes are for as well. They act as like the little light bulb that lights up the entire arrangement. That's why I like these too. So let's go ahead and add this as well. Now I'm going to cut it into several pieces because there's only one of these and I want to add it, evenly, or as evenly as I can. So I'm cutting it again into lots of little pieces. And let's see, I got a hole right there. Let me put a steel pick on it. The steel pick just adds length to your stem and it makes it super sharp. Okay, there we go. I need something up under here. I think I'm going to add this piece. Just another random. Arrangements are fantastic for using up bits and pieces of supplies that you've got in your workshop. I want that to go in a little bit farther, so I'm going to grab my pliers and really push it down in there. You have to be careful when you're pushing steel picks down, because if your finger slips, you're going to get cut. So be aware. All right, here we go. Let's put one right here. It's looking really dark right there. This is another greenery that I love to get. I can't remember where this came from. Hopefully Hobby Lobby or Michael's. In my hometown, I only have a Hobby Lobby and a Walmart. So that's where I often get things from. Okay, let's just see if we got any other things. I have these little ceri pieces. One would go really, really pretty right here. I don't know if I can get a steel pick on it. Let me see if I can try. Well, no. I got to steel pick on half of it. Let's try that. That works. I'm going to take this little piece, dip it in my glue pot, and put it right above the bow. Really carefully. So here's my little piece. Just going to tuck it right in there. Using every little piece that we've got. For some reason, this has a stem on it, so I'm definitely going to still pick it. Let's put that on the other side of the bow. Just like that. I got one more loop of these. Let's use it. Hello, Circle of Seasons by Cole. You love how I get dressed up. You are so sweet. Today, I'm just trying to be Christmassy. I was going to wear my Christmas t-shirt, but I thought my children would be like, what is she doing? Why is Mama wearing a Christmas t-shirt in July? I'm looking for one more spot to put this, guys. I really want to stick it right there. So there is a leaf right here. It's really dark and I don't like it. If I put some glue on this, I'm going to be able to put this right into the fold of the leaf and it's going to look fantastic. Okay, hold on. I got to do this carefully. Okay, I got me some glue. Fold it down into the leaf. That looks fantastic. Do I know who makes the ready-made arrangements like in Hobby Lobby? No, I don't. What do you mean ready-made arrangements? Like the ones that you just buy in Hobby Lobby? Like the company that makes them? I don't do that. Hey, Elizabeth. Elizabeth is asking how to sign up for my Christmas in July class. If you are on TikTok, which Elizabeth is, you're going to go to the top where it has my little circle, either there or there. Click my little circle. It will take you to my home page. Click the link. We all know where the link is, right? Click that link. It will take you to a page that has a picture of my Christmas in July workshop at the top. Click that link. It will take you right to the page. All right, guys. One more piece. One more little piece of randomness. I'm looking for a dark spot. I think that'll do right there. Let's go ahead and add it. I'm using up all my little pieces. This one has a pretty long stem on it. Now I'm going to be really careful when I'm putting this in because these pretty little pine tines, if hot glue hits these, it's going to go and melt like immediately. So be aware. All right, guys, I think that's it. I think I have used as many of my little random pieces as I can get. And I really love how it looks. It is so very pretty. So today we made a Christmas in July arrangement that would be so pretty to give as a gift to a loved one, for them to put on their table this Christmas, their coffee table, their dining room table, their bedside table. I went around my workshop and I gathered up lots of randomness that I can use for this arrangement. So it really didn't cost me that much money. I'm cleaning out my workshop and I'm making something really pretty to add to my Etsy shop. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Look around your craft room, your wreath workshop, gather together some things that you think would go together and make something pretty. Aspen Soap and Candle has got a great question. She knows that I have an Etsy shop and I ship all over the continental United States. And she wants to know, how would you ship something like this? First, you would get a box that would be just right. That means it's going to be basically just the size of this arrangement. From here to here, from here to here. Measure it yourself. And then I would wrap it with bubble wrap, slide it in there, put some more air pillows. I call them bubble wrap, or what do you call those things? The little air pocket things. I would put those all around it to make sure that when I closed it up, it's not going to shift. You don't want things to move. Now, this is metal. All of these are faux. Nothing should break, but that is how I ship something like this. Carrie is asking, so how much would I sell this for at a craft fair? That is a very good question. So because I used randomness, I do not have all of the little tags that I would need to add everything up. So I would think about previous arrangements that I had made. I would add it up as best as I could, just kind of looking at it. And then I would either times it by 2 for a craft fair, because you don't have to do shipping, or 2.5 if you're just starting out on Etsy, or buy 3 if you are a well and established Etsy shop and you include shipping in the price of your wreath. I hope that makes sense. All right, everybody. I got some orders to get out. Thanks for hanging out with me. I would love for you to follow me either on TikTok or Facebook and come join us in the Christmas in July workshop. We're going to have so much fun. Going to do simple, doable Christmas floral tutorials. Nothing crazy. Stuff that you would be proud to make and show off on your front door. So make sure you join me. All right. I'm signing off. Y'all have a great day. Hopefully I will be live again on a Friday morning. So stay tuned for that. Bye, everyone.